Hello and welcome to day 1 of my 31 Days of Horror. If you watch this channel regularly, you'll know that I really love silent films. I don't review them as often because I don't want to come across as a pretentious douchebag. But I've always really been fascinated with silent films. I really do enjoy them. I'm what you call a very visual person, and I find it extremely interesting that you can tell a story without dialogue. I always see people praise movies for telling stories with, lots and lots of dialogue. Oh, it's a dialogue-driven story. But I think it's just as cool when you tell a story with very little to no dialogue. And that's partly why I'm so attracted to silent films, my favorite of which being Metropolis. Since my topic for this year is vampire movies, the first movie I will cover is Nosferatu, a Symphony of Horror. I don't normally issue spoiler warnings, but even if I did, I don't think it would really be necessary for this review because most of the iconic images, the images that everyone knows from this movie, are all from the climax. If you've seen anything from Nosferatu, you've seen pretty much the ending and the middle. And that's kind of a shame because in context, those scenes are really, really frightening. Like I said, I'm a very visual person and this movie's right up my alley because the visuals are the best part about it. Everyone has seen the part of the movie where you see Count Olaf's shadow going up the stairs. It's iconic. But there's other uses of Count Olaf's shadow that are really, really visually interesting. Because I've already seen this movie before, I wanted to see it in a new way, just so I could have like a fresh perspective for this video. So I watched Kino's version that was released on Blu-ray, and I have to say it was a pretty interesting experience. I finally got to see the movie with the score that it was originally intended to have. And there was interesting use of colorization. For instance, teal symbolized darkness or nighttime, and orangish brown represented, internal light. And pink, from what I understand, pink meant sunlight. I'm really not sure, I got a little confused there, but to the best of my knowledge, that's what pink meant. It meant outdoor light. I'm not really sure how to segue into this, but I really like this shot of the boat. I just like it. I don't know why. I just wanted to bring it up. And there's also a lot of interesting effects in the movie that are ridiculous now, but at the time were probably very interesting, like their use of negative or stop motion, which I'm sure must have been terribly interesting for the time. All in all, I really did like this version of Nosferatu, and I recommend you seek it out. It's the Kino Blu-ray. I believe for the time being that this specific version is also available on Netflix, so if you don't have a Blu-ray player, there's always that option. Thanks for watching, and if it's not too much trouble, please check out my Manos Remake Facebook page. I'm trying to make my first movie, and I need as much support as I can get before we start fundraising in February. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow in day 2 of my 31 Days of Horror.